All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. I'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And Tawadi Bahashem Shai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, removed from the image without the mark. Okay. And just wanted to make this title in code biblically. But ultimately what this lesson is going to be about is you're going to be taken off the grid or this system without this mandatory mark, which we know is the MOTB. Okay. So pretty much I just want to go into what the grid is, which ultimately it's a part of the image of the beast. It's the system that we're required to live by. You know, you as soon as you're born, you know, you're immediately numbered. Okay, you're given a number, you're given a certificate, and then you're tracked. So ultimately, they are advancing their tracking of citizens, and it's known as the prophecy of the MOTB. So I want to just go into that, and I pray it's edifying. So to go into the grid, let me make sure the audio is good. But to go into the grid, the first thing that we need to do is go into the image. All right. All right. So we're all good. So when you ever hear a term, someone says, I'm off the grid. Okay. Well, that's exactly what we will be. We will be off the grid very soon. And this is why the scriptures speak about being pilgrims. Okay. So what is going to lead to us being as pilgrims? I'm going to show you. Okay. This is Second Ezra 16 and 40. Okay, it says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle." So you have to be ready. Okay, you have to be in the spirit of being ready. Okay, understanding that everything that we have is temporal, and we're gonna have to let it go. You came into this world with nothing. All right, so we're leaving with nothing. The only thing we're leaving with is salvation. Okay, so these lessons, these edifications, they're ultimately getting us ready in the spirit to flee. Okay, flee off this system, flee off this grid, flee from the requirements that he's going to try the known world with. This is why people around the world are doing test runs, trial runs, getting their system in order, QR codes becoming scannable. This is all happening right before our eyes. Okay. It says, "Oh, my people, the Israelites, all right, hear my word. Those that have now been chosen to wake up, those that have been set to been given ears to hear, make you ready to thy battle." What is the battle? Jacob's trouble. Okay. It says, "And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Now let's look this word pilgrim up because I actually like the definition. When you go into this word pilgrim, okay, it means a person traveling to a holy place. So another word for a pilgrim would be exodus. Okay, so look, a traveler. So we're getting ready to be on another exodus. Okay, remember, passing over, he will deliver it. All right, so we're going to have to be on the move because we're not going to be able to be on the grid because the requirements or the credentials that he's going to make you have, we cannot accept it. Right now, you can accept the Social Security, credit card, debit card, driver's license, registration, but soon he's going to require something else for you to be on the grid, to drive, to live, to buy, to sell. Okay, so the whole system is going to change, and the requirements are going to be restricted to a whole new scale. All right, you look this word restrict up because, like I said, this lesson, what I originally titled it was, "You will be taken off the grid." Okay, because the restrictions to be on the grid are going to increase. But I just wanted to use in a biblical code. All right, you removed from the image without the mark. Image being the system, image being Babylon's way of living through its. I'm going to go into it. I'll go to Rev 13. We'll break it down. But basically, it's the system that we as citizens are upon right now. So when you look up the word restrict, it means put a limit on, keep under control. You keep someone under control with a credit system. okay, with a tracking system. See, you see that? Impose, set, put limits on, regulate. He's going to regulate. He's going to block. He's going to obstruct. He's going to impede. He's going to interfere. He's going to hinder your movement on the grid. Hence why the requirements to stay on it is going to make us flee, and we will be taken off the grid. Okay, we are going to be taken off the grid. Now that I said that, let's go into the image of the beast. All right, right here. Let's start at 15. All right, this is Rev 13 and 15. And he being Esau had power to give life unto the image of the beast. This Roman system is now revived, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image should be killed. So you have to understand the image. It's demo, crocracy. All right, it's his religion. It's idolatry. It's the days of Lot. It's adultery, lies. It's his financial system. And then he sprinkles it with patriotism, natural resources. Okay, keep that in mind. The financial system, natural resources, political system, military. These are all a part of the image. But what we want to focus on for this aspect of prophecy is the financial system and resources. Because if you ever look the term up, off the grid, the true definition of being off the grid means not being physically hooked up to utilities by wires, pipes, or cables. So you are on the grid right now paying your electric bill. You are on the grid right now paying your Wi-Fi, your gas, your water, your heat. Okay, you're on the grid right now, but soon they're not going to accept the payment that you're paying with, because there'll be a new financial system. Hence why you will be taken off the grid. Okay, you will literally be taken off the grid, and that is what the image. You see, so the image is the average everyday life in Babylon. Right now, in certain places, you need good credit to get an apartment. Okay, good credit to buy a house, buy a car. Let's put rent. Why do I need good credit to rent an apartment? Look at this. Landlords generally refer a minimum credit score, social credit score. See, he's going to limit you. All right. Now let's go into this word, since we're talking about the grid and the image. We will be off the grid. All right. My man, Ray Liotta said in Goodfellas, he said the only way they knew I was alive was my house that was in my mother's name and my car registration or something like that. So right now he can track you, because when you go to a job, you apply your number. When you spend with your debit card, they know when you're at Five Below. They know when you're at the grocery store. But if you pay cash, you have a phone that's not in your name. You work under the table. You're living with somebody else, but your name's not in nothing. You're technically off the grid. But he's going to make sure to stop all that. He wants to stop all this ways around the image. He wants to restrict ways around the grid. Okay. Now, when you look at that. Look at that, 666. When you look into this word, killed, hold on, let me get myself together. A little excited. So when you go into this word, should be killed, right here. Okay, the word means what? To kill in any way, whatever, destroy, right? He can do that, sentence you to death. You see what's going on with Nero right now, bringing back the gills, to the teens, right? But when you go into this word kill and you look up the etymology for the word, yes, it does mean kill, but he can also kill you from society. You will be taken off the grid because you don't have the mark to be within the image, okay, of local separation. They showed you that with the 19. All right. So that was a trial run. That was a test run. Look, a motion from a place, departing, fleeing, separating. Okay. You will be taken off the grid of local or societal separation. Local or societal separation. Look at this. Parts of Paris will be off limits without QR code this summer. See that? So they're already doing test runs for the Olympics. See that? It says the policy resembles blah, 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 right? You know what that says. You see it? Now we're getting off of it. System. It says where QR codes passes on phone apps, which I speak as a man, but I believe that your phone will also be a part of app. I remember Elder Pastor Hart was saying about apps, which makes sense. If he tells you that you have to put this thing in your body, well, now you'll have an app that connects to it, and that app will be on your phone. So it makes sense why you're using your phone now for payment, but now your phone will be your personal database that gives you all the information, what's on your mark. See? It says, like I said, I speak as a man, but it does make sense. You have to start looking logically with the prophecies we're waiting for. Like you have to look logically with the third woe, with the finance, all these things. So it says Paris will be divided into security zones requiring passes for entry as part of the heightened measures. So entry, keep that in mind. 2nd Ezra 15. What does 2nd Ezra 15 tell us? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So there's going to be many reasons why a man can't enter a city, and not having the proper credentials or requirements to be in that city, to be a part of that image or on the grid, can be the MOTB. So you can't enter without it. Like right now, when you're on the highway, they took tolls out, automatic tolls. I don't even know how you spell it. Tolls on the highway. Let me just see. Oh, see, here's our city. Automated construction zone, speed limits. No, I don't want that. But right now, we don't even have tolls no more. Oh, yeah, it's, what do I say? Rolls. TOLLS, excuse me. Look, cashless tolls, going cashless, digital. See? Cashless tolling is a new and innovative method. That's how he'll bring unrighteous decree to you. Get ready, a new innovative method. Welcome to the future. And then people are like, oh my God, we're in the future. Same poor problems, new technology. Same poor problems, new technology. Cashless tolling, buying, selling, digital dollar, is a new innovative method of toll collection used on the entire throughway. So if you don't have the easy pass, you get fined. So see how he's changing the grid right before your eyes? Look at this. This is what we got to deal with. So we have to have an easy pass, or when we drive through, it'll scan you. You got the damn T1000 up here. If you know Terminator, it'll scan you. Scanner again, right? It'll scan you. And if you don't have the credentials on your window, you'll get a bill in the mail. See how he's done that? See how he's changing the grid right before your eyes, and everybody is systematically going along with it. He's restricting. See, right in front of you. And if you don't have it, you will be locally or socially separated, okay, from the grid or from the image. Now, what are you going to be required to be a part of the image so you don't get killed? I'll show you. You already know, but we're going to read it. See? And he causes. Now, let's look this word cause up. I think I looked it up before, and I believe it goes into like force. Look, make. And he makes. See? He makes. He causes. He makes. He prepares. He acquires. All right? What else? Declares. To make one do something. See? He's going to make you. He's going to carry out. He's going to execute everyone. And he's execute meaning cause it to happen. But he can also execute you after he causes it to happen if you don't comply. This is why Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, unrighteous laws, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Now check this out. Actually, let's go into the NLT. Let's read this in a more common language talk. What sorrow awaits the unjust judge and those who issue unfair laws. This will be an unfair law, but it's biblical in its prophecy. To deprive the poor of justice and deny the right of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. So you sisters, the children, you're all going to be targets. Keep praying, Yahweh Shemel Shai, that you endure this thing, okay? You have to understand the severity of this truth in this walk that we're getting ourselves ready for. Remember, it says, make you ready to thy battle. You have to understand that he is going to look at you as prey, and he wants to take you out. So pray while the predator's coming. Okay, he's treating us like prey. So the prey better pray to Yahweh Shai Shai, because the slayer is on his way, and he's getting ready to cut everybody down and require a new form and method to live by, to carry, to execute. Okay, look, to pass a law. Okay, do you know that the MOTB has already been passed by the F to the D to the A? Did you know that? Look, I'm gonna put in the comment board so they don't get me. All right, look, I'm right here. Okay, go look that up. Go look that up. It's already been passed. Okay, it's already been passed. So let's read this again. He causes, or he makes, or he executes, or he declares by law that babies and adults, okay, let's break this down. Matter of fact, I wonder if it does, because in the blue letter it will. Small and great goes into infant and adult. So they're not saying it for me, which is fine. We will go into the blue letter and get it ourselves, right? Study to show ourselves approved. We have to be a gentleman and a scholar. That's what Clark means. Don't our elders tell us to be Clark Kent? So when you go into this word small and great, I'm going to break it down, because false camps, starting with Nate, said small countries, large companies. Shh, be quiet. That's why Titus, it says their mouths must be stopped. Look, small goes into this. Less by birth. Okay? Less by birth. Babies. Okay? So if the small means babies, then what's great going to mean? Haven't you ever heard the term my great grandma? That's my great granddad. Great means, what does it mean? Stature and age, great, old. So little babies, old adults, okay? Everybody, he's going to require everybody to be on the grid, to be on the system. Now, real quick, I just had the spirit of curiosity upon me. Why do babies get birth certificates? When does a baby get a birth certificate? Newborn birth certificates are usually mailed about 3 weeks after your child is born. The NYC Office of Vital Records is unable to provide information about your child's birth certificate before then. Blah, 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 blah. So the point is, you're immediately given a birth certificate. Let's put, do birth certificates have a number? Do birth certificates have a number? Do they have a number? Why, yes, they do. See that? You are a number, okay? Birth certificate identification number is located in the upper right-hand corner of the certificate copy. Now that will be put in you. That will be put in you. Driver's license, put in you. Credit, money will be put in you. Everything that you are required to have while you're on the grid or in the image of Babylon will be put in you, okay? Your status where you work, your social number, your driver's license, your insurance, everything is going to be put inside of you so that you can remain on the grid, okay? And you're required to have all these things because we have to go to Esau for the want of all things. So we're entering a time where we're not going to be able to go to him for the want of all things, because what we're required to have to get what we want, we can't take. Which makes sense why Elder Pastor says once it's made mandatory, we're going to be out of here very quickly. Because how will we survive? Right now, you can't even go on Amazon without the digital dollar. E-commerce, okay? Keep that in mind. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes babies and adults, rich people and poor people, people that are free and people that are locked up, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads. You're going to have to receive credentials, okay? You're going to have to receive credentials. Kuwait is going crazy right now, okay? Kuwait biometric. Right now, they're bugging out, okay? 2 days ago, the Ministry of Interior has extended the deadline to complete a mandatory bio fingerprinting process. See? They're making you have this to stay in society. We want you to register your body, the body of things. See, they extended their deadlines. Now you need this appointment to be a part of the system of Kuwait, which Kuwait, if I'm not mistaken, is a part of Elam land. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. So see that? Places around the world soon Paris said you got to have this to enter this land. Okay. Moab, social credit system. Moab is a national credit rating and blacklist being developed by the powers that be of Moab. The social credit initiative calls for the establishment of a record system so that businesses, individuals, and governments, institutions can be tracked and evaluated for trustworthiness. See that? There are multiple forms of the social credit system being experimented with. Exactly. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I did a lesson years ago. Moab was accepting. Let's just put this in China. Digital. Let's do that. Let's do digital currency. Look at that. It is the first digital currency to be issued by a major economy. Exactly. Because remember the Crafty Council. Okay. Look at that. There you go. See? China tests drives national digital currency. And guess what? This is coming here. So soon we're going to have to start using our phones. Okay. We're going to be required. Because you remember with the 19, you had money because people say, oh, I thought that was no, you didn't have to buy and sell. You just because you had it didn't mean you could buy and sell with it. Okay. You had to have that to get in the store to use your money to buy and sell. But with the markets, it's going to replace the money so that you can buy or sell, or commerce. Another name for buying and selling is commerce. Okay. Commerce. What is commerce? Commerce, the activity of buying and selling. Look at that. Go back. Commerce, or now it's called e-commerce. See? E-commerce, companies and individuals that buy and sell goods and services over the internet. Yep, that's coming. It says, and he causes, I'll read it again. And he causes all little babies, big babies, teens, preteens, adults, senior citizens, rich people, kind of rich, somewhat rich, poor people, poor ass people, homeless people, kind of free people walking around, locked up, on probation, on parole, to receive the MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might have commerce, that no man can be on the grid, that no man can use Amazon, Lyft, Uber, eat food, McDonald's, whatever you want to call it, that no man might buy or sell except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. See, the system, there's a new requirement to be on the grid, to be on the system, and it's all tracked by 606 and 6. Okay. So we're seeing that play out right now. So one of the last curses that's going to get Jake Judge is this: Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst. If you're hungry or thirsty, what do you got to do? You got to buy it. If you leave your house right now without your wallet or your cell phone, you can't buy or eat nothing. You can't buy nothing. You can't go nowhere. Can I just get a cup of water? Yeah, that'd be 30 cents. Oh, I don't got 30 cents. Well, I can't help you. See? So you're not going to be able to be on the grid because the requirements to be on the grid are going to be restricted to a prophetic level. It says, and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. See? And he wants to re-destroy you with this MARK. Okay, so the grid that you are upon right now, paying Wi-Fi, cell phone bills, electric bills, gas bill, water bill, all right, you are going to be forced off the grid. You will be taken off the grid because the requirements or restrictions to be on the grid are going to be changed prophetically. Okay, you're not going to be able to go to certain places. You won't be able to enter certain places without this digital identification. So I just wanted to touch on that topic. We're definitely waiting for this prophecy to come to pass, but now you should have a more clearer idea and vision of how this prophecy is going to play out. But remember, Yahweh Shai said he's the living bread. Read John 6. Read John 6. Okay, we don't have to worry about stupid ass food. And I'm saying it, shit, I'm about to eat when I get done with this lesson. But you know what I'm saying in the spirit. When the time comes, we're going to have to truly trust on Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay? Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to fill this cup. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to fill this plate. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to bring angel to help me, okay? We're not going to need to be stampeding and running in Black Friday in our way to the local food center, okay? We're going to pray and the Lord will provide. Man shall not live by bread alone. So do not let carnality overtake your spirituality and knock you out of salvation. This is what we're going to have to do to be delivered, is endure this prophecy. Okay. Remember, oh man, I got to grab it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to apologize for it, but look, how can I forget this? Revelations 3:10, real quick. Red letter. Remember red letter, Jacob's trouble. Remember red letter in Jacob's trouble. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That hour of temptation is when the grid changes and the restrictions to be upon it, which shall come upon all the world, Kuwait and everywhere else, to try them that dwell upon the earth. See? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Don't let Esau take your crown and give you a chip. How you gonna go from crown to chip? You know. Now, real quick, we have to prove this. When you go into the word try, all right, periazo. Look, we're speaking in tongues now. Periazo means to try, to test. Okay, to test one's faith. He's going to test your faith by the enticement to sin, but he's going to test you through periazo by the idea of pera. We're speaking in tongues, right? Pera means through the idea of piercing. See? Through the idea of piercing. So there you go. So don't let it happen. All right. Keep fighting. So, hey, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. It was very insightful, educational, encouraging, and comforting that we know what's coming ahead. All right. And I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.